What's happening, what is good. I know the purpose of you being here is because today we are going to be looking at the markets, and you guys know how the markets is. It's very volatile. It pushes upwards, it pushes downwards, but the most important thing of us to do is to make a profit from those movements. I see so many people that are coming with excuses of why they couldn't profit, you know, how the market is not respecting their strategy and all these types of excuses. But truly speaking, once you've got the skill down, the rest is going to follow. So the most important thing that you can do is to just master the skill, which is what? Risk management, you know, the right entry criteria, and more importantly, the psychological side of things, so that your mentality is on the right point. What's going on, guys? It is your boy Mutupi. Welcome back to my YouTube video, to my YouTube channel. So what's going to happen is that we are going to be looking at the markets. I'm going to be uncovering, you know, US30, NASDAQ. I'm going to be looking at, and as well, gold. GBP, I wouldn't really include it because it hasn't really been, you know, my best, you know, I would say setups for the past few weeks. So I haven't really placed a trade for the past like 2 weeks on it. So that's why I'm going to be looking at gold, NAS, and as well US30. But one thing that you can do is, if you happen to find value from my videos, I see so many of you guys saying that my videos helped. You've been watching my videos for years and you've grown, you've done all these things. The least that you can do is to obviously subscribe. I know most of you guys are subscribed, but subscribe and as well like this video. But the least that you can do is to share it with someone that you believe can benefit from. If you are able to benefit from my videos, let someone as well be able to benefit. Remember, I'm going to impact you just so you can take the skill and you can impact the next person. But let's go, guys. And obviously, I've seen so many of you guys see my results, seeing the things that I do, and you're asking, Lisiba, what broker are you using to achieve all these results? And truly speaking, guys, I've been with Accumarkets since the past few weeks, and you know, I've basically been able to, you know, achieve great results because of the fact that, you know, the account, there's a 100% bonus account, there's also a standard account, and I think a cent account, but I'm more on the 100% bonus account because whatever money that I put in, I get 100% of that to my credit, so I can use that in terms of leverage in order to be able to make more profit. So I'll just make sure that I leave the link down below. The very first link in the description will be the link where you can register your account and you can get started with them. But enough with all of that, let's get on to today's topic, which is looking at the markets. What's happening? I want us to quickly take a look at this. So the very first thing that we are going to be starting with is the dollar index. So with the dollar index, you can simply see that I'm going to take it all the way from the daily time frame. You can see here we've had this low, it didn't break below. We also had this low, and right now we can see this was our previous resistance. Price went all the way up, it came back to retest here, and we have our first touch, second touch, which confirms our double bottom structure. And from here you can simply see the price has eventually just impulsed upwards on the daily time frame. So with this, obviously one thing that I'm looking for is just major pushes of buys all the way up to here, and from here we're going to be looking to take profits all the way up to there at that limit. So that's on the daily time frame. But moving now to the 4-hour time frame, remember we did see this resistance, support. So what's going to happen now is I've also drew my trend line here, which you can simply see it broke above and now it's retesting. So here's a very clean setup because all we can do is just spot that no, after this beautiful impulse upwards, which is this one here, we also corrected here a bit, and now we're going to be expecting the next impulsive leg. Maybe if I can just do something more like this so you can see what it is that we're expecting. We're expecting a move that's going to be pushing upwards like this. This is on the dollar index, so dollar index going up. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But let's now see what the US 100 is saying to us. So with the US 100 can simply see that this is coming from the previous resistance here, and right here is where you know, if you can just take a look at, this is where our future our previous take profit was. We hit our take profit. So what I'll do now is I'll just go to the 4-hour time frame, and as soon as I'm now on the 4-hour time frame, I'm more likely to just draw my, you know, trend line more like this. Oh no, I used the wrong one. It's okay, let me just do this. I'm more likely to draw my trend line more like this, and once I've drew it like this, you can easily see that okay, it's not too clean here, so I can easily just you know, have it be more like here. And as soon as we here, so what I can do is I can just separate this. I can separate this as a whole. So by doing that, I mean I can just easily have this be its own pattern that, you know, represents itself right here. So there's one thing that I'm seeing on the you know, with the dollar, with the NAS 100 markets. So obviously right now we are at strong support area. So if price happens to break below this here, if it closes where it's at, then maybe we might see some sellers, you know, obviously maybe stop losses coming all the way down to here. Maybe our future take profits, which is all the way down to here. That's what we might see. But besides that, then price might just as well push back upwards. Remember, price can push upwards From here, if we see a rejection, maybe we'll get an entry somewhere here. Stop loss just below, anywhere below. Maybe our first take profit, which is still here at this area, 4%, but we might even go a bit more higher with it. So remember, you guys did see that when we had this sell, you guys see it as if it's going to give us a lot of money because of the fact that it's going to go down for long, in terms of, let's say you are looking at it and you're like, no, maybe the sell is going to make us more money. But truly speaking, guys, the buy is what's going to make us more money, because look, the sell is going to give us a 3.9% return. So if I'm risking 1,000, I'll be able to make 3.9 thousand rands from it. But the buy is actually going to give me 4,000 rands, and the buy won't even take too long to hit take profits. So those are the types of trades that I'm looking for. But this is coming also down here on US30. This one I'm actually seeing a buy setup. Obviously you can see price pushed upwards, price went downwards in a corrective way. I love how price went downwards. It happened to be in a corrective way. So here you can see support, it rejected multiple times. So already we took our first entry where I just showed you guys now, which is here. We took our first entry here, but price took us out with stop loss, so we are down by just a negative 1%. But what's happening is that I'm just gonna do this, evolve my structures right here, because maybe price was not ready at the time we executed. It's okay, we are not market makers, but instead we learn from the markets and we just evolve with it, because whenever we lose small, but when we gain, we actually gain a lot of profits. So yeah, with this, what I'm looking for is just a buy here where my price is at, maybe some stop losses somewhere around this area. This is a trade that I'll even take now. A stop loss here and take profits, which is all the way up to, you can see 5.9% on the risk reward. This is an amazing trade that we can execute on. So yeah, with US30 I'm actually excited. With US100 I wouldn't say I'm that confident, but you know, even if it happens to you know, come back down with the buy, then maybe I might take that buy. But I'm not looking for a sell, because remember I saw the dollar index going up, so I'm not looking for a sell on, you know, US100 or US30. And yeah, that's actually what I'm looking for on US30 right now. It's going to be a beautiful trade. It is going to be a beautiful week. So now let us move over to gold and see what gold is telling us. So right now, moving all the way down to gold, let us see what gold is saying to us. So with gold, it's a very beautiful setup right here. You can easily see that price is very straightforward. So what I'm seeing here is just by coming back down to the 4-hour chart, one thing that I'm seeing is that you know, you can simply see that price eventually kept on moving down. We profited more when we sold compared to when we bought. So even this buy that I'm in now, it's a bit more risky because of the fact that we made more money selling compared to buying. But from what I'm seeing, first touch here, second touch, and now the third touch, price couldn't break below and come down here. Instead it went, it actually, you know, pushed a bit more upwards back in structure. So it confirmed this third touch, but now I'm seeing price come maybe somewhere here, giving us a third touch, 1, 2, 3, a third touch here, and then going back down. That's the purpose of me buying it right now. I'm just seeing this short-term buy all the way to here, and from here that's when we will see this sell all the way down to here. So I want to profit while we go up with it. At the same time, I will be able to profit while we go down with it. So let's just go on the 1-hour chart so we are able to take a look at it, because currently we are in a trade on gold. We are in a buy trade. In fact, you know, we bought it somewhere here, shot up, shot down. So right now you can see we back at entry. I can close it, I can do whatever that I want, but you know what I'll do is that I'm more likely to leave it, and I'm looking at it because of the fact that right here is where our critical support is. Right here is where critical support is. So if price happens to break below here, that means that it has confirmed a sell, meaning that if price breaks below, if it takes me out at stop loss, I'm more likely to sell, put my stop loss maybe here, and take profit somewhere around here at this levels, which should be at 3.6% on just this single trade. This is what I'm actually looking for. But if that doesn't happen, like let's say now for instance we're going up with it, and the reason I've done this is because I showed you guys on the 4-hour what it is that I'm looking for, but I'm just seeing price push a bit more up until it gets somewhere around these areas here where previous resistance is, which is right here where previous resistance is. And once maybe price gets here, you know, I'm looking at the fact that we are going to secure a 4.4%, which is going to be awesome. But remember, I'm seeing on both trade, I might see both a buy and a sell. But what happens is, remember, I'm waiting for something from the markets. I'm waiting for a confirmation. Let's say now for instance here, I did mention that I might even see a sell, but the only time I'll take that sell is if it happens to break below here and it goes down. That's when I'll take that sell. But if not, then I'll just hold on to this buy up until it goes all the way up and gives me, you know, major profits. But I'm excited that you guys did manage to see us go through gold, go through US30 and as well US100. Hope you guys managed to have learned so far from how I see the markets. You guys did see, you guys literally saw NASDAQ, you saw US30, how it moved, and at the same time you saw gold. I know most of you guys are loving gold because of the profits that it has been making for literally everyone. If you're not making a profit from gold, you're missing out, because it has been moving super simple, and as well it pays very well. Remember, if you are looking for a broker that you can trade with that is trustworthy, at the same time, just go to the very first link in the description where you can register with the broker that I use. And guys, make sure that you like my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below what page you're looking at, what you think about today's video, and I will see you on the next YouTube video, which is going to be super awesome. I've done a Q&A where I asked people what is it that you'd love to see, and most people, mentioned so many great things, and I was like, you know what, this is what I'm going to be focusing a bit more on in my next YouTube video. So yeah guys, let's get straight to it. I will see you in the next YouTube video.